Welcome to the Museum of Aquarium and Pet History. Again, thank you for coming. Be sure to lock your door so your boss doesn't catch you goofing off. And get yourself a nice mocha java latte from the local coffee shop where I go every morning for my almond milk latte. It's getting very busy here in Slow. This is a terrible packing job, by the way, just in case you guys haven't noticed and you know what a stickler I am for packing. Oh, it's 2 cages. Yes. You know, the funny thing about this packing job, I'll just tell you really quickly, is this went to a UPS store, and whenever they go to UPS stores, I cringe because they're going to charge me an arm and a leg. But she was very reasonable. I was shocked. So this beautiful cage is in fact a Hendryx. This is a Hendryx Cottage cage, missing one of the feet, but it's got, look at the stenciling on the bottom. It's got a lot of dust, it's got a lot of dirt. It's going to be beautiful when it's cleaned up. It actually has one of the feeders. So just to show you what the original feeder looked like, this is the original feeder, but it's a top mount feeder. So it would click on the cage right here where the bird can reach his head into there, and you can put the water or the seed down the top. So these were definitely 1800s. It's got the little roof. It's very cottage looking. It's got a stencil with birds on it up here, sometimes flowers. Definitely a Hendryx from the 1800s, and it was called the cottage cage. It's got the little seashell on the back and another stencil on the back. So pretty nice cage. I just wish that it wasn't missing a foot. So that's how it sits. So we will, Rick, my metal guy, again, conservator, will remake the foot for that. Then we have another cage, again, really, really dirty. So these cages went straight from the barn and been sitting for 100 years to an auction house where we pick them up. And I really think bird cages are undervalued. Now here's something interesting. The way they made perches back in the day was to make either 2 sides or 1 side flat because it was better for the bird. The bird can actually hold onto the perch better when there was a flattened side, usually 2 sides. And you could see how it's tapered. That's how you tell if it's older. And if it has metal on both ends, yeah, it's very old. This one here, this is a beautiful dowel piece that they did for the swing, very old. This is a slide-in feeder which says Hendryx on the back. So this is, again, a Hendryx cage. And it does not say Hendryx, but it does have the patent numbers. Because I've seen this cage in their catalogs, and the patent number is 1874 to 1881. So they'd made it that during that time span. And you could see it's got amazing wire work. I mean, just the time it took for them to do the wire work on these cages just boggles my mind. It's got the seed guard, which Hendryx patented. A lot of the birdcage companies patented their seed guards. That was pretty common. And it's got little clips. It's got like you slide it in right here, and then lay it down, and then you clip it. Oops. Except, yes, you slide it in from this side. Okay, and then you clip it from this side. Oh, there we go. And there we go. It is dirty. Boop. Imagine this cleaned up and polished because it's beautiful. It's solid brass with a brass tray. Gorgeous cage. And they made 2 models. They made a model with a slide out tray down here. Does this have a slide out tray? It does. And I think they made one without a slide out tray where you actually had to just take the cage off to clean it. So 2 different ones. So that's that. Okay, so I've got one more we'll do you today. And this one, oh, I know what this is. This came from my friend in Italy. And I know you guys are going to make fun of me, but I don't care. Ever since my friend Emiliano Spada, ever since he did the article on plastic aquariums, I love the article so much, I enjoyed it so much, that I went out and started buying plastic tanks for the museum. Because I thought, God, there's a lot we're missing. I mean, I may have picked some up over the years here and there, but there's so many that are out there. And the thing about plastic tanks, just to tell you this, when it comes to Betta tanks, you know, they've had them as low as like not even a pint. I mean, they've had it to where the Betta tanks are just miniature. And the International Betta Congress says that the smallest size a tank should be for bettas is 2 gallons. Now, bettas are air breathers or anabids, so they can actually breathe air, which means they can go in small bodies of water, but the water gets dirty and polluted. So unless you're going to change it every day, the bigger the volume of water, the better. A Barbie Betta tank. Who in the world would think that Matel would make a Barbie Betta tank? Oh, it was made by, it says Matel, but it looks like it's made by Fetch. So Matel probably licensed this company to make it. That's why. So very cool. I know it's kind of embarrassing, but I think it's cool. So that's it for this week, guys. Again, thank you for coming, and we'll see you again next week. Oh, sorry guys, my fetish of plastic fish tanks, I had to get a SpongeBob one. But I want the Barbie Betta tank, yes, because Barbie is such an icon. Not that I've ever had a Barbie, no, I don't want one. But I do want the Barbie Betta tank. So if you guys have one, send it to me right away. I'd be very grateful.